There is a sense of utter disbelief as the world is witnessing the anarchy that is unfolding on the lawns of the Ivy League colleges of America. Universities which we associated with the highest echelons of society, which we saw to be the pinnacle of academia, the highest achievements of human intellect. And from there, one is hearing words such as a call for intifada, violent upheaval and terror. There's a call from the river to the sea, which means there is no Israel, there is no Jew in the region, by any means, open sesame. A call to send Jews back to Poland, to burn Tel Aviv to the ground. And the 7th of October, which was so associated with the crime of rape, of beheading, and burning children alive in front of their families, a call to perpetuate that 1,000 times over, again and again. God forbid, let that be what transpires for our people Israel. There is a sense of language being able to be used with impunity. And what is so strange is that just a short while ago, it was precisely in those circles that we were talking about the importance of language and how language can bring to violence. Don't we remember the word microaggression? How sensitive we have to be to an individual who is a minority, who is different, and how careful we have to be in the use of language to ensure that that person doesn't feel inferior, belittled, and isolated. We spoke about how language can bring to violence. And today, the language that is allowed and being used and being perpetuated through colleges across America is unbridled hatred that, God forbid, could certainly have the possibility of violence. Our people are celebrating the most magnificent festival of Pesach, which speaks of liberation and freedom. This is our festival of freedom. And the day after we were liberated, God began a new journey of counting towards Sinai, and He gave us the instruction to prepare for the moment of receiving the law of God at the mountain of Sinai. God was telling us that freedom cannot be achieved by geographically moving from one place to another, and it cannot be achieved in one day. It's not a superficial freedom in which we're able to act out our wildest fantasy without any accountability and responsibility. No. Freedom has to be cemented in order and law, and accountability and responsibility, and sensitivity and caring for others. Our freedom does not include our ability to recognize the needs of others and our responsibility in the utilization of words, then God forbid we can destroy and self-implode as a society. Israel has suffered the most vile delegitimization with language and words being used, thrown at Israel and thrown at the Jewish people. Words that are unspeakable have been attributed, and as a result of being able to delegitimize the Jewish people and the Jewish state, there is a short step towards the legitimizing of slogans of hate and of vitriol and of call to destroy and to kill. May Hashem give us the strength in this beautiful festival of freedom to recognize the importance of ensuring freedom that can remain for the world, that can be shared with the world, a freedom that is bound by responsibility and accountability. America has a magnificent Statue of Liberty, and it is a message to the world about the power and the importance of freedoms for all. It would be good to have a statue of responsibility alongside it, so that we recognize how important it is to be committed to make this world a better place, committed to living up to the standards and accountability of what we say and what we share and what we do, so that our freedom is a true freedom, a freedom of depth, not a superficial freedom of abandonment. And may Hashem bring freedom to our people Israel, to the entire region, to the entire world. May the righteous Redeemer, Mashiach, bring redemption to Am Yisrael, to our people Israel, and to the world. Have a beautiful Shabbos and a beautiful last days of Yom Tov. Good Yom Tov.